When we walk through the doors, it just feels like you're in another place. You don't even feel like you're in current Tampa.
You feel fancy too. We feel sophisticated, you know.
Yeah.
We're going to the fancy movie. Aha, I should wear my top hat.
I was introducing him to the Tampa Theatre because he hadn't ever been. What I really remember is him looking at everything. It's like, oh, wow.
I love the stars.
Yeah, the
Like
stars.
when you're in the movie, you know, watching a movie and you look up and it's like, wow, you know, it does. You feel like you're in the open air. When we were dating in the early days, we went up a little bit deeper, you know, maybe make out a little bit. But as we've matured, we sit closer because of our eyesight. It's part of our mission. At this stage in life, Del and I talked, and we're like, we really want other people, friends and stuff, that have heard about the Tampa Theatre but have never come here. And you know, it's something that we decided we really want to share that experience with other people and let them know about it.
When they are introduced, they'll come back like we did.
I actually went to the summer film camp here at Tampa Theatre. I loved it. I got to learn new things such as how filming is made, and it was just amazing to be able to watch my own movie, and the one that I made with all the people at camp, to see it on the big screen. I'm really hoping that this theater will continue to be here so I can bring my children eventually here to see a movie.
We had gone on our first date here and a bunch of other dates, and then when it was time to propose, I had the idea of sponsoring a seat here and surprising her. So I pointed out, hey, there's a new plaque. Somebody purchased a plaque on the seat, and we turned and looked, and it said,
I said, Emily, will you marry me?
yeah. And she said yes. We found out at one point, like, her grandparents used to come on dates here, so it's always just been a really special place to us.
I have always wanted to make films since I was a kid, and Tampa Theatre was a really big part of that for me, to see these films and to get excited about films. That was enormously important to, you know, what I'm doing now and my career, and making films, directing films, writing films, and editing. I hope that future generations of kids have the same experience that I did of being able to go there and experience films that they don't get to see at the AMCs or the Regals, you know, the big multiplexes, and that they're exposed to things that expand their minds and, you know, show them that films could be more than one thing.
I remember as a kid walking in and just being in awe at the colors, the designs, the hand carvings, the beautiful sky, the stage, the organ. It was overwhelming. Now I'm excited to bring my own children here as well and give them an experience just like mine, and bring them to the theater that opens their world up to new ideas and new stories and performances and productions. It's thrilling.
Tampa Theatre has always been a part of my life growing up. It has an association with my restaurant, the Columbia, that they were the first air-conditioned theater and we were the first air-conditioned dining room. I hope that the impression that my daughter's first time coming to Tampa Theatre makes her want to bring her children back and her grandchildren back. And through that, we will make sure that the Tampa Theatre will survive for generations.
I did not believe that a place like this existed in this world. I grew up in a small town, so I had never seen an icon like this building. In October 2024, Milton damaged my home. The Tampa Theatre Committee rallied behind me and provided assistance in ways I did not deserve. And I am truly grateful for everything they've done for me. They became my family.
When people come to an event here, that event, whatever it is, whether it's a film or a concert or a lecture, it's imbued with this sense of history and humanity that is embedded in these walls. And you can't get that anywhere else. I have just been so honored. That's the word that comes to mind, honored and privileged to have been in this position for 40 years, serving the theater and by extension serving the community. Because this place matters, and it matters to Tampa, and it matters to the people in Tampa. Ultimately, we're all just the temporary custodians of this place. If we can pass it off better than we found it to the next generation, that's who it belongs to. The building always belongs to the next generation. That's who we're working for. That's the work that we do. We sell tickets to the current generation, but we also want to position the building so that it will always be available to future generations to enjoy as we have.